Hey guys, what's up? It's the opening morning of youth turkey season here in Missouri. So Brayton's the only one that can hunt this year for the youth season. He's 15. This is the last year he can hunt too, so we're making the most of it. And so we're excited to get down here and get going. We did that scouting video there last week, and turkey came out just like we expected, right from the roost area that we were thinking. So hopefully the same exact thing will happen this morning, because this time we'll be sitting down there closer waiting on him to come right by. So got up this morning about 4:30 and got everything ready to go, and had to have the coffee, that's for sure. So spent a little time making that and getting dressed and everything. So finally got out of there. It's about 10 minutes till 6 now. So we'll be heading in pretty quickly here. It takes us about maybe another 20 minutes or something to get down there, and then we'll get pulled in there, geared up and walk in. Doesn't get light till about 6:35, so we'll be in there before it gets light, get the decoy set up and everything, and get back in the woods, hunker down. Hopefully they'll start gobbling our heads off and come through. It's a beautiful morning this morning, so it's about, right now it's about 56 degrees, and it's supposed to get up to about 75 today, so it's beautiful. Last weekend was nice, but it was a little colder, so it's kind of nice that it warmed up perfectly today. It's supposed to be pretty calm, and just a beautiful morning, really, with no chance for rain or anything like that. So should be a great morning for it, and hopefully we can get it done today. Brayton's looking to get his first turkey, actually, so he's going to try to get one on the ground with his bow this morning. Kind of got light on us quick, so we're going to sneak in here, but we're definitely a little later than we wanted to be, but we're going to sneak in quiet, get set up, and be ready to roll. He'll come out of that same roost right by us. He's on the ground though, because he's shut up, so we gotta be ready. I don't like the fact that we're that exposed, apparently. set up and ready for him. We've heard some other gobbling to the
east of us, and then farther southeast where he was. But we're hoping he doesn't have a hen today. Last Sunday he had a hen and we crossed his field, so if he doesn't have a hen today, that's good. But stick with us and I'll try to get it done.
Alright guys, so we are moving spots. We set up over there this morning at the one property there and heard a lot of gobbling, but last week when we did some scouting, same gobbling was going on, then he come down, went right through that field, but for some reason this morning decided to go the other way, so I think they might have moved actually straight north through the woods because we heard that hen back in there. She was clucking, so I kind of started talking back and forth with her and we were listening for a little while, but never did pop out of the woods there. And I think they just moved off because then we didn't hear them for a good long time. So, but we decided it's 11 o'clock now, just after 11, and we decided we're gonna pack up. That spot there it's a pretty small property, which is great if you're in the right spot in the morning when they happen to come by. But if not, then they've moved off to other properties, and really until evening it ain't gonna work. So we're gonna move on out to another property out at the family farm where we've had some good afternoon success before. Actually, that's where Dakota shot his 2 years ago. In the afternoon, we got a good gobble there right about noon time, and that was during the adult season, which you can only hunt till 1. Today we're actually working with the youth season here, where you can hunt all day. So that's why Braden's the only one hunting, being the only one young enough still to do the youth season this last year. But anyhow, so we're heading out there to the family farm, and we're gonna do a few locator calls and see if we can figure out maybe if we got one on the ground somewhere, and we'll sneak in somewhere close and try to get set up, see if we can come on over to us. But if not, we'll just go to the honey hole, as we like to call it, spot that they seem to always be every single year. So if we can't get them to gobble and let us know where they're at, we'll get in there and get set up on that honey hole, and then just call periodically from time to time here and see if we can catch one cruising that might be interested in coming down and checking us out. So hopefully the afternoon will go a little bit better, and we can put one on the ground. Hey guys, we're out here at the family farm now, and we went around a couple different points and hit the crow call, see if we get a response, but nothing. So we're gonna head up on top of the ridge over here, where we've had some good success in the past in the afternoons. We had mentioned earlier about the honey hole, but I think actually we're gonna set up about 300 yards up on top of the hill east of there, because we got talking. We've had some pretty good success up here in the afternoons, and actually the ones that we've seen down the honey hole, they've come from that direction, so they probably come over top of that ridge and down the hill to the honey hole. So we're gonna try to get up here and maybe cut them off a little bit sooner, coming off the neighboring properties to the east and south there. So honey hole is directly that way of us right now, but we're gonna go up on top of the ridge here and park and see if we can get set up and get on something.
Well, they're definitely in here. Got some feathers around here, so we're gonna get set up here. Back in from them just a little ways right here.
Watch this. Do it so they'll all gobble. Yeah, like he's starting right there, and I just like pick up the camera and I'm like I'm doing selfie stick, and I'm like, there's a Tom or a Jake 20 yards from me, and I'm doing like a selfie cam, talking to you guys, and I was like, and he's not spooked a lick.
Jake is so stupid.
And I was like, he's just strutting and gobbling.
There's 5 of them, and they just started.
Like,
You just kept hitting that call hard. And
like at first, when they first came up here and they were like right there, I was like,
I couldn't see him.
I was
That's why
trying to,
John was
yeah,
like, if
you,
you're gonna draw, you gotta
I
draw.
could tell, like I was
couldn't
filming
see
you,
him.
I had my hand on the camera, like whenever I first sat down, put my hand on the camera because I knew I didn't need to move when they first got up there. But then like,
I still don't know if I could have shot him though.
but then like they come up here, and I'm like, I thought, don't move, they're turkeys, they'll spook. And then they got over there and they started acting. I just stopped acting like they were turkeys and started acting like they were domesticated. Like I literally just started doing whatever I felt like, just being quiet.
They would just
He came over here and he just like,
And then there was that one time that something made a noise down there.
So they came from back here. They came from back here.
Yeah,
and they worked their way all the way behind us, and we thought they were going to be gone, like all the way across.
they were 100 yards down the hill.
And first, of course, at that time we're thinking they're toms because we only heard them. And
We only
thought
heard the
they had
big
a
one.
hen, and they were just following the hen. But they were down there, so we stood up, looking down there, and we could see them. Just saw the turkeys down there, knew there was something. But we still could tell they were jakes. But anyway, 2 minutes, we were able to finally kind of pinpoint the sound, so they turned like on a dime and started coming right up the hill. So we got set back up.
And within 5 minutes, they were already on top of us.
Yeah, no kid. Yeah,
I told you, they're strutting, they're moving up here quick, and we just sat down.
So pretty soon I like seen them pop the ridge, and so I told Brady, get ready, get your bow. Here they come. They're 25 yards, and then that's when we noticed they're jakes. So he said, well, I'm not gonna shoot them. So
One
then we
had a-
just started having some fun. And
One
they
had
were
a 6-inch
hilarious.
beard.
That
If
one-
next year he's still alive, that one's gonna
I
be
mean, that
pretty
one
big.
wouldn't stop strutting and
I got some
gobbling.
awesome footage of him. Like,
Just kept popping, and he would, as soon as I'd pop it crazy, he'd just.
And then the others would you'd get the others riled up, and they were just about to gobble. And
They're still
out there gobbling.
They're like 80 yards away.
No, they're like
They're 100, 120, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like you get the popping on that call, and they'd all get riled up, but that one would gobble and just set the whole bunch of them
Well,
off.
he just, what it came down
It was
to
like-
is, when he was right here, he's looking at us, right? And he knew something wasn't right, but he wanted to believe that there was a hen. That's the whole time. He was not
He was so lovesick.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
was not
was.
okay with the fact there wasn't really a hen, so he wouldn't leave.
And he didn't even
They
notice
went
the
right over
decoys.
to the decoys. He went right over to
Like
Todd.
right after
They
that.
kind of messed with Todd for a minute. He strutted by him and stuff, and then he went over to the hen, and they just kind of looked at her and kept going, and then they
Because
just
they heard you down here.
Yeah,
didn't-
they heard.
They heard.
They saw her.
They
up
wanted to
there
believe
and
what they heard more than what they saw.
last time.
Well, and that's why I was saying he just wouldn't.
They're still lighting it up.
He would not let him.
We're gonna have to spook them out of here just to get to the
Yeah.
truck.
He
Because
would
I
not
can.
let himself believe that there was not a hen over here, so he just kept going.
I
He's
see
like,
one.
He'd see him start
I
to
think
turn around.
I see one. I can still see one.
Well, let's make sure that's not another one coming in, a different one that's a tom.
Come here. But by this forked tree right here,
Oh,
just
I see it.
left of the forked tree.
Yeah, I see it.
It's right there.
Mhm.
They're still
80
out
yards.
here.
Yeah.
They're still out here. I'm pretty sure this is Jake. 'Cause that's where I saw the last one. I thought he left.
So this is.
This gotta be a Jake. There's no way he's
As I
standing there
told
with us
Brayden, this is
talking.
something you would not get away with a tom. They're smarter than this, but these little 1-year-old jakes, they are not very smart.
It's a ton of fun though.
But they're
It
hilarious.
was a
to
lot
play
of
with.
fun. Yeah.
That one with a 6-inch beard, he made me so happy. He big old
I thought,
gobble
man,
and
he's
strut
actually
and
pretty nice for Jake.
he. Oh yeah, if I would have seen that Jake and I
Well,
would have had anyone younger than you, I
I'll
think
just
I would have
say
been like,
this.
"It's a good first bird,
If he
kill it."
makes
But
if there isn't somebody out here that's going to shoot a jake, and he makes it to next year,
I
he
don't
won't
think
make it a
Leon
year
Mark.
further. Because if he's that fired up next year, he'll run right in on. You could be sitting on
And
an
then-
elephant,
Beard like it.
They're still riled up.
and he'd come running right in on you, and he'd pop him.
They're gobbling at us talking. We can see them, and they're gobbling at us talking.
Well, I
Jakes,
guess
not a lot of fun to shoot, but a ton of fun to mess with.
and film. That's for sure. I guess we probably should get back up. And
Yeah, we
head
need to
out.
let's get back here.
Final word? Jakes are fun.
Well, that was an awesome hunt, actually. Like, it was crazy. We didn't actually expect to see much because it was after 12:30, and we checked a few spots with the crow call, and just to see, and didn't hear any gobbling. So we finally decided to go to one spot up on the hill, just east of the honey hole, and we snuck in about 150 yards probably, and just set up, and we were sitting there probably about 45 minutes, and then all of a sudden we're just kind of on our phones, half asleep, burning hot because the sun was beating down on us, and then we heard gobble like 250 yards straight north east of us, and then we're like, oh boy. So we thought he was going to come straight in. At that time we only heard one or maybe two, so we thought they were toms, and then they start working around north of us, and then all of a sudden they get behind us and start going down that big ridge, and we're like, oh no. And then we're like, should we try to get up and try to cut them off, or should we just sit here and try to just call them back up? And I thought, I don't think we're going to call them back up. So I stood up to get my gear ready, and I see down the bottoms there's turkeys down there. I said, guys, there's turkeys. And at that time we still just kind of assumed that they were toms. And so John stands up too to kind of get a look at them, and he hits the call, and they gobble back at him, and then they start strutting, and they turn around and come straight towards us, and they're probably about 80 yards out. And then it took about 5 minutes to get up the hill, and finally John spotted him. He's like, guys, there's turkeys right there. And I couldn't see him because I had a big tree, and he's like, if you're going to draw, you better draw. And I was like, I can't see him. And Dakota says, guys, they're just jakes. And I said, I'm not going to shoot a jake because next year he'll be a longbeard. So we just watched him, and finally the one lit up, and we're like, whoa. And then that's when John decided to have fun with them, and they were probably hanging around 10 yards, and he just hit that call, and they gobbled back, and it was unbelievable. And
just started strutting and gobbling.
Yeah.
45 minutes, probably 45 minutes, I would guess. I don't know how long exactly, but
yeah,
I'd say 45 minutes we just sat there and messed
At
with
first,
them.
I was really nervous to turn or to move, and then by the end of it, we all had our face masks down.
And I stood up and watching them, and it was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a prime example of jakes and their inexperience at a young age. I told Brayton several times, you probably hear it on the other video, the main video, main camera's video, but there's no way you'd get away with that with a tom. They were on top of us, and at that point, when we realized they were just not the least bit concerned about whatever, you basically, anything short of standing up waving your arms, they weren't going anywhere. And so we were moving, trying to get turned around, because we had turned our chairs to face back west when they cut behind us. And so then thinking they were going to come back up the hill on us, and they did, but then they worked around us. And of course by then, Brayton hadn't taken the shot because we realized they were jakes. So at one point, Brayton and I both got up, turned around back east again, and so we could get better footage and just, watch them and stuff. And so then I just had a heyday with him. It was a blast, hit that call, start cutting, and man, he just, light up, and then poof, start strutting. And when they were directly back south of us, he was spitting and drumming like crazy,
yeah,
so you could hear that.
And just wanted to believe his ears and not his eyes.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it came down to. I mean, he was close enough to us and seeing movement stuff. He had to know that it wasn't a hen at that point, because he'd have been able to see her if it was. But he just didn't want to believe his eyes. He wanted to believe his ears, and he was fired up, obviously young, and just wanted to find a hen. But it's pretty cool. They finally just got bored and kind of worked their way off back south, and still gobbling their heads off like crazy the whole way. We're standing up talking about the hunt at that point, and you still can see them. They're still 80 to 100 yards, and they're gobble, gobble, gobble. And then all of a sudden, here comes a helicopter over the top, and they didn't like that, so they're gobbling their heads off at the helicopter. So it was a hunt to remember, that's for sure. Yeah. I mean, something that I've never experienced. I've never had five jakes come in on me like that, and just be able to have a heyday and get a ton of footage. You guys are going to see that.
I've never been able to just sit there and watch turkeys be turkeys without worrying about them spooking. I mean, we were so close, and they just
I think we're going to head back out to the property I got permission to hunt on, and because we know there's at least one tom there that we saw, and we haven't seen or heard any toms out here that we know of. We've just seen those 5 jakes, so we haven't really scouted out there very much or at all, really. Property I have permission to hunt on.
So we'll go back out there where we did some scouting. We seen him last week, so we know he's out there. We just went the other way this morning. So, but stay with us. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get back out tomorrow morning. We got one more day of youth season because it's just a Saturday, Sunday, and of course this Saturday here. So we got tomorrow. We're going to get back out there in the morning before church and see if we can get him in and get him on the ground.
I'm going to get it done.
And we're excited about it. But today was definitely a success. That was an unbelievable hunt. even though they were just jigs. I mean, it was kind of neat in a sense because we got to do a lot of filming and stuff, and just get to have the experience. So stay with us, and remember, always stay focused to full drop.